Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Doom Days. How are ya? Have you been well? How's COVID been treating you wherever you are? Oh, am I not allowed to say that on YouTube? It's not like these videos are monetized. Anyway, alright, so today we are looking at, of course, I'm sure you already know, judging by the title and the intro, the Boss Hm-2, the formidable, the only Boss Hm-2. Now, I'm making this video to kind of cash in on the hype a little bit. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to, oh, I just happened to make a Boss Hm-2 video now that, Boss have announced that they are doing a Hm-2W. So a Wazacraft version of the old Boss Hm-2. So I thought I'd cash in on the hype and do a little video about it. Try and get some Doom stoner fuzz tones out of it. Everyone says it's a great fuzz box in disguise. But I want to test that out for myself. So what is the Boss Hm-2? Well, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you already know what it is. But it was a pedal produced between 1983 and 1991, I think, by Boss. It was to cash it. It's supposed to sound like a JCM 800 Marshall stack type thing, kind of trying to get in on the heavier distorted tones of the 80s. Didn't work. Kind of sucked, but from the ashes of what could only be considered a failed product rose a cult classic in the fact that Swedish death metal band Entombed, I think they were the first to do it, essentially got this pedal, put all the knobs on 10, and then created their album Left Hand Path, and kind of cemented this pedal as being known for one thing and one thing only: the Swedish death metal chainsaw sound. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you already knew that, but in case you didn't, that's why. Now, everyone says, this pedal's so bad, it's good, it only does the chainsaw, blah, 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 blah. But I've thought, let's have a muck around, see what we can get. Because even though it's most well known for being a Swedish death metal pedal, lots of other bands have used it. I mean, My Bloody Valentine got a lot of use out of it. Slint got a lot of use out of it. So, I figure I might as well look into it. And I got some surprisingly good results. I'll throw actually, you know what? I'll play you some isolated clips from the beginning song right now. And I'll throw up some of the settings as well so you can kind of see what I was using. And then we'll talk about it. So, here's the guitars and the bass. Alright, so after you've heard that, now we can talk about it. So for the guitars, I had it as kind of, it was this kind of thing. So the low was just over half, and the high was just below half, and the bass was similar but just slightly tweaked. And that was pretty much. It was just like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know the sonics behind it, but just kind of a little bit of extra low, a little bit less high, full gain, full volume, full gain, and all I did was run a EP booster after it on this setting, just to give it a general volume boost, because this pedal's quite quiet. The whole reason, like, to get it to be loud, you've got to crank everything, but then of course that alters the sound and gives you that chainsaw sound. So I threw this on after. It's just a good level boost, adds a bit of extra gain, and that means this is kind of running into something a bit fuzzy. It's not fuzzy, but running into something that's got a bit of gain on it. Yeah, so we're using these two, and then I was running into my Marshall DSL 40C right here on clean, just completely clean, with a little bit of reverb, that's it. I was using my Greco Les Paul custom copy for the guitars, and that was it. It was just these two pedals into the Marshall clean. Now for the bass, I did something a bit different. There's a trick in a lot of modern metal, kind of where you will, like, it's not even a trick like lots of bass players have been doing, it's just like a clean blend type thing. But there's a particular trick that I use when I'm doing heavier songs, which I've learned from like Ola, the YouTuber, and stuff like that. It's like where you record one bass track and then you have that one be clean, you can press it and EQ it, and then you have another bass track that's really dirty and you just like filth it up. And then you use that kind of helps bridge the gap between the bass and the guitar. And I essentially tried to do that. So I used this ABY, I plugged the guitar in. One signal path was just going through the Hm-2, and that's it. No EP boost, just straight through the Hm-2 with the kind of those-ish settings. Bit less highs, a bit more high and a bit more lows. I don't know. You've seen it on screen. And then one out was going through this pedal into the Marshall. So it was being mic'd up and recorded with a 57, like the guitars. And then the other one was just going straight into the interface, clean. So I'm not sure, I haven't mixed it yet at time of filming, but I'm sure you've heard it kind of like a good mix. There'll be the clean signal and then the distorted signal on top. Now, let's talk about, is it worth it using this for Doom? Does it work? I think it works, definitely. Of course it works. I think it sounded sick. It was kind of getting kind of like, yeah, almost like a Slowmatics vibe is kind of what I was getting from like a Monolord Slowmatics type thing. I was in drop C, so I wasn't too low. But it works, 100% works. Is it a better option than anything else out there? I can't say. I think so. I think it's cool, and it's a unique sound, and it's cool, and I'm glad I have it. This is a 1984 MIJ one, by the way. I should have said that earlier. So this is like a coveted piece, even though Between You, Me and the Tree, I think I heard that the one they used on Left Hand Path that Entombed used was actually a made in Taiwan model, whereas this is a made in Japan model. Eagle-eyed viewers of my channel will also know that I did a Hm-2 video back in April, and that was a different one. The one I used in that video was a Taiwanese model, but I've since sold that because I didn't really like how it sounded. It didn't even sound good for the chainsaw thing. So I sold that, but then this one came up for a really good price secondhand, so I just snatched it up, considering the year it is and the condition it's in. So I grabbed that, which is cool, but yeah, I would still pick, there's still other pedals, I think. If I were to go for that really heavy thing, that I would pick over that. The lack of volume is a massive problem for me, personally. I think that's a big problem. I like my pedals to be loud and have heaps of headroom, but that's just me personally. But I think, if you give me a second. If I was going for that really thick, doomy, heavy sound, there's other pedals I would pick, like the FU2 from Fuzzlord, or the MF4, once again from Fuzzlord, or any kind of big muff, the Massive from Frostshine Electronics, or something more like this, like the DA120 from Dunwich, like an OR120 preamp. I don't know, over one of these. You know, if I was going for that tone, I don't know if I would. This would probably not be my first pick if I was going for something, you know, this really thick, woolly, over the top. You know, for kind of the vibe I got today with the song, I would probably go with this pedal if I was going to pick one. You know, but that's the beauty. Some people might hear that and go, "That's the perfect fuzz sound for me." And like I said, it's not a bad fuzz tone. It's just like there's other options I could pick, and other options I probably would pick. But still sounds cool. I'm glad I've got it. I'll keep messing around with it, see if any other cool tones come out of it. I'm still trying to find new ways to use it. It's a deceptively deep pedal. But yeah, there you have it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the song at the beginning, let me know down below what you thought. Yeah, tell me your favorite sounds or albums or songs that use Hm-2. Tell me your favorite clones. If you've got an original one, let me know. And let me know what features you hope they're going to be putting on the Hm-2 Waza. I see a lot of people asking for... There's a Facebook group. If you are not part of that and you're a fan of Hm-2, you should go join the Facebook group. See a lot of people asking for clean blends and noise gates and stuff like that. All right. I think that's it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed and all that business. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.